Boys are out playing today. We're having a yummy lunch while the boys are outside. Some mango chicken or something.
It's like mango chili chicken. It's a new one from Trader Joe's.
Yeah.
It's kind of like their Mandarin chicken. So if you like that, you'll like this. It's really good.
And listening to the Oh Hello.
Friends, we are today gonna give you a tour of our home, our little tiny home.
Yes.
And
some people have asked for it.
Yes, some people have asked about RV living and like some of the ways that we do things in here, how we live full time in an RV. And so we're going to give you a little tour and we're going to show you some things that help us, especially as a large family, to fit everything we need in here. And well, that's one place to start. When you are living full-time in an RV, you have to get rid of a lot of stuff. And we still haven't gotten rid of everything. We're working on it.
Gotten rid of a lot though.
We've gotten rid of a lot.
Most of our large furniture.
Like just when you think you've gotten rid of enough, you have to do twice as much. And
still have a lawnmower we need to sell. So
yeah, if anybody wants a Simplicity lawnmower, we've got one for sale.
We'll post a link.
Yeah. Anyways, so we're gonna start in the front and just kind of give you guys a tour of this whole rig.
But we also wanted to give just a little maybe explanation as to why we decided to live this way. One of the things that we say as a family and we're teaching our children is that we feel God has asked us to live simply so that others could simply live. Mm-hmm. And through our living this way and our choosing to live in this way, it allows us and affords us the opportunities to go and preach the gospel.
Yeah.
And the gospel that God has called us to preach, more specifically, is the gospel of life-giving belief and leaps of faith for people.
Yeah.
So that's part of our story, and that's what God's asked to share with you. We have taken a leap of faith with our family, sold everything we had, so that we could step out into this journey to be able to tell the kingdom of God, people in the church who have felt a stirring in their hearts to do something, like God's been calling them to do something. We're those ambassadors and those evangelists to say, go
and do it. And sometimes a lot of the stuff that we have and hold on to can really hold you back.
Physical stuff, yeah.
Things, even people that you're holding on to can hold you back. Yeah. Jesus said a lot of times to people, like, leave your family or leave everything you have behind and come follow me. And sometimes he calls us to that. But what we want to say is whatever God calls you to, that is your very best. And that's where there's going to be life,
right,
and joy and freedom. We couldn't have a better life right now, honestly. We've gotten rid of so much stuff. But our family is full of joy and life, and we get to meet people all the time, and it just brings us such great joy to go to different places and meet different people and
to see
encourage.
The church, the larger church. So that's another thing we've been saying, which we put in a hashtag, is we've been saying, see the church, be the church, is what we're teaching our children. So one of the things that we're going to show you in some of the ways that we've chosen to live simply is how to deal with toys. Well, we have 5 boys. We have 5 boys. How to deal with sleeping arrangements and clothing. Like, I don't know how much in detail Siobhán will get into, but how to deal with clothing, and maybe she'll reference a book that she's read. Are there any more specific things that you have to take into consideration when you're focusing on these things? Like, I think a lot of times people's garage spaces are filled with hobbies.
Yeah, hobbies don't
so we
really
needed
translate well into
We
RV
needed to
living.
we needed to take a sacrifice and a leap with that. You know.
And there's a whole lot of stuff that we are still working on. As far as organizationally, as you can see,
it's a
like
work in progress.
Like right over there. I mean,
Yeah.
look at that. That's just
like a
clutter.
constantly moving. It's a constantly moving clutter.
That book ends up in so many places. That little red book, and you know, so there's still things that we're working on. And so, if you are an RVing family and you're watching this, then definitely give us some tips too if you see stuff.
I thought we were supposed to be like showing them that we're perfect. I thought that's what the plan was.
We are perfect.
Oh,
right?
Okay.
But so there's still things we're working on.
Yeah.
But there's some things that we've discovered that are very helpful, and so we're just gonna give you a quick.
Yeah. Where do you want to
tour.
take them first?
Let's start in the front and in the back. So there's our cat.
Lazy.
This is her place. She's always up in the dashboard. It's warm. It's sunny up there. Her name is Kona, and she's sleeping like always.
Or she's dead.
We have plants in here. Love to have plants. I even want more plants, but they just keep things kind of live and healthy and happy. I think that's just me, but.
I guess this is the control room here. The dashboard. You know, obviously when it's not in use, it gets a little messy. This is the backup monitor because I don't have, I can't look out the rear view mirror. I need to see behind me. Yeah, we don't have a rear view mirror in here. Bluetooth stereo so that you don't have to have your hands on the cell phone and stuff. Yeah.
We have our television up here. The boys mostly is used for video games or PBS Kids in the morning. That is how in a motorhome we get a quiet time in the morning. When the kids wake up in the morning.
Thank you, PBS Kids.
Yes, thank you, PBS Kids. You're awesome.
Thank you, Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood.
No, but seriously, like...
all of the songs on our album have been attributed to Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood.
No, whatever. That's true, though. It's true. That's our writing time. It's our quiet time. So we'll get up in the morning. When the kids get up, we tell them to get themselves some breakfast and to turn on PBS Kids. And so they will sit out there and have breakfast and watch PBS Kids while we have our quiet time and get our day started. And it's nice to start slowly like that and to not have to jump right into the chaos of 5 children in the morning. So that's mainly what that is for. And then this is my little seat, the passenger seat. That's usually where I sit when we're traveling.
Do you want to show them how the boys sleep?
So,
sleep? I think you've seen this in other episodes.
Yep, so right here we've got
Let's do
two
this one.
side-by-side couches.
Pretty easy, they have seatbelts.
I think these are called a jackknife couches. I think what this is called.
And they have storage
I could be
underneath.
wrong. Yep, so underneath there's you can see there's drawers under there, and that's where we keep all the bedding for these. So before we pull it out like this, we'll pull all the bedding out from underneath, and we pull 2 beds out, and then this right over here that's being stored in the passenger seat is a Thermarest mattress. It's about like when it inflates, it's like self-inflatable, but we always fill it up more. It inflates to about 1.5 inches thick, and we lay it out on the floor underneath these beds. So the beds come out and almost touch.
Yeah.
And then we have another bed.
So like he lays down. This is for Camden.
So yeah, he lays down here. His head's up here. He's got a pillow, and he's
space right here.
It's like his own little room, and he loves it.
He loves it, and he takes.
And he has
his brothers are sleeping.
That's his book light.
He takes his little book light
and his books. So he gets to stay up in his own little room down there and read his books at night. Hi, cutie. I love you. And then these 2 beds pull out over top of his legs and stuff, and and then there's 2 boys.
Is that where we shot our album cover?
Oh yeah, that's funny. So the boys, when these are pulled out, the boys lay head to foot. So like one will be on this side head, and then the other will be on that side head to foot. So kind of like side by side, head to foot. All right, and this is our front entry where we come in and out. There's lots of storage up top here. And that's a mess right now. It's just some school stuff. These little things are so cool. It looks like solid wood, but if you look up really close, you can see the little slats, and it actually rolls back inside there. So, such a genius, like, invention. So we got lots of, like, storage up here. Over here on the other side are, like, all the boys' games, like, lots and lots of board games, more board games. Like I said, that's our front entrance, and I used to keep books down here, but we weighed our coach and it was too heavy in the front, so I bought this little case right here from IKEA. You just push and open, and all of our books are now stored in here, which is really convenient. It's really nice. So when you walk in the door, the first thing you see is that.
Yeah.
That, like, bin of
We've always talked about a different
shoes.
solution with that, but
Yeah, we've got to get something else. It drives me nuts. And most of the time, there's,
it's a
like,
lot messier
shoes
than that.
all around, all in the back. It's just not
Not good.
It's not
No bueno.
organized. That's definitely one of the things we have to work on. We have a whiteboard where we keep our things that we need to do and things we need to get at the store. This pocket that just collects more clutter, where really the only thing that we actually use in it is this, which is our arrival and departure list. I highly advise having one of those for RVers.
Yeah, because if you're in a spot for, a month and then you go to leave, like, you gotta check all your systems.
There's
often.
so many things. Like, I've
And I'll
literally
forget.
seen people leave a campground with their jacks still down. Like, drive away in their with their travel trailer with the jacks still down. You don't want to do that. So there's lots of little things that you have to remember, buttons that you need to turn off or on, or things that you need to put away. And so that's our little checklist. And every time Camden grabs the checklist and we go through every single thing so we can make sure that we're actually ready to go.
Yeah, because you'll miss stuff. I mean, I know I'll miss stuff every time. A few months ago, I posted that we had one of our straps on our vehicle come off, and it was dragging on the ground.
Yeah.
I even checked that, but
one of the things that you have to do with that is you have to
and
stop
recheck
after the first 5 to 10 miles and check
Right.
it again, which is a good thing we did.
So, yep.